Hello, everybody. How are people today? Let's check we are online. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment if you can hear or see me. No, there we go. Looking good. Oh, I would normally say good morning, everybody, but we are in the afternoon, but we are in the afternoon nonetheless. So, as ever, let us begin. It's not quite a morning breath. It's an afternoon breath, but I will not amend and change things. So, wherever you are, grab yourself a little comfy seat, relax, sit down, lie down if you have to. Take 3 calming breaths to bring us in. So just take a normal breath. Okay. Take a big deep breath in. And let it out with a sigh. Take another big deep breath in. See if you can hold it at the top. And let it out nice and slowly. And take another big deep breath in. And just see if you can find a moment's stillness inside your body. Because we would normally have been doing these in the morning, which could be as soon as you woke up. And it might not be, but nonetheless, it's nice at some point to find a little bit of calm. Just moving my microphone out of the way. So welcome everybody. Welcome. So as ever, we will begin with what's on for today. So just like any good holiday host, so I'm going to consider myself, I'm going to consider this lockdown like a big holiday growth, which is why we call this growing through circumstance, because we may not all want it, but we are here. So what do we have on for today? Well, let's have a seat. So first of all, apologies that I couldn't do it this morning. I just had a lot on and I figured, you know what, doing it at some point is better than not at all. So I will cover a little bit of tomorrow. And I'm getting a bit more ahead of the game now to share these a bit more in advance as well. So we're just after 3 o'clock today. So which means we're kind of around this line here, which puts us at, let me just turn on my comments on this device. 1 second. Perfect. There we go. How do I turn these down? There we go. So let's say good morning. We've got Lavinia on the line and we have Elaine on the line. Now I just want to check. Can you give me, I'm pretty sure it's fairly live. Can you do like a love hearts or something to let me know that you can see it? Because I've got Elaine saying it's not loading. So if you could let me know about that, that would be awesome. Cool for me to find that out because it looks to be good on my end. Broadcasting keeps getting interrupted. Not sure if it's you or me. What am I connected to? I should be good. I'm going to keep going with it anyway. Keep going, because it's all we can do sometimes. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Okay, so it looks like it's working on my computer anyway, but let's have a see. All right, so let us have a look at. So we have, what we got on today? 5 o'clock today, we have free online guitar lessons with Paolo. He's put his time on. Yes, thank you, Paolo. So if you are a guitarist and you want to have some free guitar lessons, and you have that at 5 o'clock today. At the same time as well, you've got your first fitness class, second fitness class of the day, with Eduardo Let's Go, and that's Pilates. And then we have more Pilates at 6 p.m. with Julie Cohen. 6:30, we have dance and movement ballet with Louise Bennett. Awesome. That sounds really, really cool. I don't have any descriptions for those, sorry. And 7 o'clock tonight, we have, as is every single night, Maria Menzes, who does nighttime stories, and that's for you and your children, or just for you as well. So it's families, kids, adults, however you want to see it. But if you want a little bit of relaxing in the evening, then at 7 o'clock you have that as well. At 7:30, you've got an empowerment talk tonight. Well, that sounds really interesting. What's that? Every Wednesday evening, meet with a space focused on intention and prayer. Please invite as many people as possible to be here. It's a Bright Sky talk. If you're not aware of Bright Sky, I highly recommend you checking them out. What they're trying to do is bring together people all around the world, practitioners, people that are interested in receiving help and benefits, and it's all around services which are to benefit people, planet, and profit all at the same time. So tonight is Janita Akasha Washa, probably, as a shamanic healer and spiritual teacher and activist, leader of a large shamanic community called Familia Eskawata Kayawai, UK. So if you're interested in spending some time on collective prayers, then you can do that tonight. That is at 7:30. At 10 o'clock tonight, we have Yoga Nidra, which, if you remember me reading that yesterday, sounds like a really beautiful way to round off the evening. Just find some peace and stillness in your body before bedtime. Tomorrow, because we're doing this halfway through the day today, tomorrow's Thursday. I'll probably be back to doing a 10 a.m. tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., you've got Tim Snell's breathwork and Soma class. 7:45, you've got Vinyasa Flow with Jojo Drago. And just in case I'm not, you've got Pilates at 11 and dance and movement at 12. So that means between now and tomorrow morning, I mean, you've got a good, what's that? At least 7, got 10 things between now and tomorrow morning that you can be cracking on with. So there's plenty for you to be doing. I had someone the other day, I won't name any names, but I had someone the other day sharing how they know people who are bored, don't have anything to do, don't know what to do. And I'm literally like, you know what? We have a whole roster of things. There's nothing to do with me. This is an organic list that's growing by itself. If you know people that have got something to offer, there's a link above in the description, and you can take that and send that to them. But basically, there's always stuff to do, and there is way more than what I've just been sharing. Far more than what I've just been sharing. However, it just goes to show, like, there's always stuff to be able to do. So literally pass it on to people that you know, get people involved. I've got people losing me and getting me back again. I wonder why it's so poor. I'm going to try that source. Let's have a see. Is it live? Hello to Katrina Greenwood as well. Thanks for joining us, Katrina. Let's have a see. Something's definitely not working. I know that. I actually have this weird feeling about it. Oh, Lavinia says yes, it is live. Okay, Cool. Well, all right. So something's working on there, isn't it? We'll see how we get on. Elaine says, I still can't get you. The highs and lows of technology, yeah. Well, we're going to move on anyway. So plenty of things for you to do. I've put the descriptions in above. I'll repost them as well below so that people can get access to them. At least then, if you need to do something with it, you can do so. Not a problem. So I wanted to pick up today on a little point about supporting people and just kind of like what's happening right now. So we have a unique opportunity. One of the reasons that I made that list, I named it the way that I did, growth through circumstance, is because how we manage, how we deal with what's going on right now is literally down to our own mindset. And lots of people are being forced through one way or another to just go inwards. And I think there's a really unique opportunity right now to reassess some of the vices that we might have, reassess some of the ways that we might be doing things. There are an obscene amount of ways online now to reach out, to get more help, get more support, to do more yoga, meditation, mindfulness. And I think for whatever reason, and for whatever circumstance that we do find ourselves in, is a really good opportunity for us to just do a little bit of time on ourselves. We all seem to have more available time now. And I'll put this, I'm very grateful and I'm very privileged for the situation that I'm in. And I'm trying to use that position as much as possible because so many of our clients are online. I'm not as affected by some other people. I'm trying to give as much as I can online and to help and to support. And so it's easy to come from this space where I'm in at the minute. And I speak to so many people who are not as fortunate as myself. And I really feel that pain sometimes that people are going through. But the ones that I see that are going through it in the, let's say, with the most grace and ease possible are the ones who are also using this opportunity to their own self-advantage. And what I mean by that is not by an external advantage of profiting from something unnecessarily or doing something that causes harm or hurt to someone else so that you gain, but they're using it for their soul, for their self-growth. And the people that are struggling the most with it are seeing what's going on as an incredible negative, destructive, non-supportive situation. And it was Charles Dickens in A Tale of Two Cities who said, these could be the best of times, these could be the worst of times. The times when everything is the most stupid and the times when everything's the most intelligent. It was a beautiful narrative of running opposites, of paradoxes. And I think that today is one of those situations. Right now is one of those situations. Everything that's going on, we can view one of two ways. Anything that happens at any single point. Some of the most difficult and challenging times I had when I ran my business for 20 years was they were really, really tough situations. But at the same time, by the end of the day, I had to somehow find within myself to teach and to share with myself, how is this situation benefiting me? Or where is the opportunity within it for me to grow? And it's very difficult to talk about these things anywhere, let alone online, because there's so much pain, so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt that people are that it triggers a lot of people. And I get that. And I totally get that everyone is in their own unique position with whatever is going on for them. But regardless of the situation, how you choose to be in that situation is in your control. It's learnable, it's a skill, it's teachable. And that's the biggest thing I want to implore today, is that whilst everything is going on right now, whilst all the muck, if you get a glass and you let the dust, the dirt in the glass settle enough, it will all be there at the bottom. And all you'll see is crystal clear water. But you get a spoon and you stir it and you will lift all of that muck up. And that's a small analogy for what's happening right now. Anything that we've let settle that into the darkness of ourselves, into the shadow within inside ourselves, into the bits of our mind that we just don't go there, is all up, or is easy to get up very quickly. And it's any time that shows itself, it raises an opportunity for our healing, for your healing, for whoever it is that's experiencing that. It's not other people's faults. It's not anyone else to blame. There is no blame. It's just it allows a window inside ourselves to do some work on ourselves to become a better, more wholesome, more rounded, fuller, expressive human being. And I'm trying to be as beautifully delicate and tactful as I can. I don't want to cause any upset or triggers for other people, but at the same time, even if that does happen, again, that's a window in. That's that old adage that you didn't make me angry, I got angry at you. Because it's never the other person, it always generates and starts from within. One person's rock is another person's jewel. One person's gift of saying thanks, another person's insulted by them being generous. You know, there's two sides to every coin, but you own at least one side of that coin at any single moment. So I really hope that within everything that's going on, you can find peace and growth, and you can find an opportunity to go, do you know what am I learning from this? How can I become a more whole human being? Should put these on silent before, shouldn't I? And that's what I really want to ask. I really want to invite people if they can find that. We have Hannah Davies watching. We have Jack Felstead. What's Lavinia saying? She says, today I was talking about this after people will come out with them post-traumatic stress or post-traumatic growth. Okay, so we were discussing this particular topic that afterwards people might come out with post-traumatic stress or post-traumatic growth. The virus is a teacher for us all. We have control of our thoughts and we can learn to become aware of our emotions and we can heal. Keep forgetting I can share these. And we can learn how we respond. I agree with everything you are saying. If people are triggering, then there is something alive in them. That is very, very true. There's one thing we can guarantee as human beings, we have emotions. And whilst we teach, with what me and Christina do with Human 5.0, we teach self-energy, we teach the 8 C's, and one of them is calm. And it really is a case of reaching this state where you aren't triggered by things. And it doesn't mean you can't have emotions, but there's a difference between that trigger creating an emotional reaction inside of you that you get blended with, and then now I'm shouting, versus acknowledging that the anger or the shouting wants to come up, but not necessarily being blended with it. You can still express it, but one is in control and one is in less control. But nonetheless, it's just owning the fact that, look, shit happens and it makes us feel certain ways, but it's always me that feels that way. You may have helped me feel that way. We learned something called the gift of the annoying person. And basically that anyone or anything, or the gift of the annoying situation that you feel an emotional reaction or response to is a gift. And it's seeing it that way has really helped me shift and reframe some of the situations that I've been in, some of the people I've had to be with, and really start to see, what does that mean for me? What do I learn from this? How has that person helped me experience that feeling? So I hope that's useful. If you're watching this at any single point, I really, really do. Good morning to Cassie Alwood as well. Hello, darling. Do you know what? I would normally be wearing it right now as well, but I do not have it on me. Cassie makes beautiful jewelry. If anyone's interested, I highly recommend checking her out and her work. If you are on right now, Cassie, pop a link in so people can have a look at some of the beautiful works that you help make. I think we'll leave it at that. I don't want to use these sessions to rant or to share or to overshare. I really want to share what's on, which I've done already. If you missed that, click any of the links above. You can see the plethora of people offering things all day. Most are free, some are donations, and all the links are in there for the rest of today and for tomorrow, Thursday. I'm going to do both days in advance from now on. And so I have nothing left to do but share with you a song. And today's song is called Bekandze. And Bekandze, I wasn't sure I was going to remember it, so I kept the Let me turn that off. So I kept the translation for us all. And it says, so the mantra at the end is Tajanta Om Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samung Gate Soha, which means roughly means may the many sentient beings who are sick quickly be freed from sickness, and may all the sickness of beings never arise again. Bekanze. Tajanta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Soha Tajanta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Soha. Love, surrender, these are the things I pray. For greed, pride, lust, and anger breed in so many ways. Each day and every moment are shining celestial rays. Each day and every moment are shining celestial rays. Tajanta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Soha Tajanta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Soha. Peace, light, love, surrender, these are the things I pray. For greed, pride, lust, and anger breed in so many ways. But each day, every moment are shining celestial rays. For each day and every moment are shining celestial rays. Tajanta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Soha Tajanta Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Soha. And that was Bekanze by Adrian Freeman. Messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We're humans. Okay. So, time for another breath to finish off. Remember that your breath will always bring you back to yourself, whatever's happening. It's the first thing you did when you entered this earth, and it will be the last thing that you do as well. Your breath will always bring you back to yourself. So get yourself comfy. Take a normal breath in. And take a big deep breath in. Hold it if you can. And let it out with a sigh. Oh, empty your stomach. Empty your lungs. Take a big deep breath in. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And let it out. All the way to the bottom. See if you can hold your lungs with no air. And take a breath in. Hold. And let it out nice and slowly. It's always nice after you've done any sort of breath work or meditation to just make sure you acknowledge the stillness inside the body. Okay, everyone. So I will be back tomorrow, most likely, at 10 a.m. Have a really nice day. And remember, make the most of every given situation. I wish you all the best. If you missed the broadcast, you're able to go back. Links of what's on is above. And I'll see you all